Welcome back to This or That with Kobe and Cap, the episode of summer number one.
First one of summer. Let's kick it off. Let's get it rolling.
Slide number one of summer, will Team Liquid four-peat and get another championship? Honestly, it's looking pretty good, but with how close TSM and Cloud9 both finished in the playoffs, I think any of those three could get it.
You can go ahead and have your actual analysis based on stats and numbers and real predictions. I already heard the magic number, sir. 4. That means the memes are written in legend. Yes, I'm voting this. They're doing it.
I didn't even catch that. Nice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Nothing is greater than Team Liquid and the power of 4. Next slide. More traumatizing for AD carries. The old Poppy ultimate, oh my God, if you remember this.
That's old school.
Becomes invulnerable, does more damage to you, or the new Mord ultimate that takes you to the Shadow Realm.
This one I like because he explicitly drags you and you alone to hell just to 1v1 you. Poppy, at least, you can see all your other buddies. You see Caitlyn here, she's like, oh man, Poppy's coming after me, but at least my buddies are nearby for moral support. This guy is alone. You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you can't even see your friends anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, I still gotta go with the old Poppy ultimate, because she got so fast, did so much damage to you, it literally felt like there was nothing you can do. This one, I think is more traumatizing for junglers, because you go to gank a Mordekaiser.
Oh, no.
You're not ganking him anymore. He's ganking you. He just 1v1s you.
See, that's traumatizing to everyone, especially these guys.
This to me is more jungler traumatizing.
That's called that, sir.
He could also yoink you out of a Baron fight, by the way. Think about that.
You
and
can
you
do
can't fight Baron. So for AD carries, I'm going with old Poppy ultimate. But if it was junglers, I would go with this. Next slide. Number 3, more likely, Optic makes playoffs or CLG misses playoffs. Ooh, I think that this one is probably more likely, because I had a very hard time with all of the bottom clump of like 5 teams from the standings from last split of trying to figure out who is going to make it in playoffs. So I think just taking the numbers game there and most of the rest of them saying that they won't would be more likely. CLG was one of the ones that was on the cusp, but there were so many teams that were on the cusp of getting into playoffs.
Right, when we looked at the standings of last split overall, you had your big 3 with your TSM, your Team Liquid, your Cloud9. You had like that little bit of a tier underneath them with FlyQuest and Golden Guardian starting to bridge the gap. But then everybody else was in, like you said, that clump. It sort of broke into 2 clumps later on. It was like clump apocalypse. But everybody in there, including these 2 teams, it was always sort of this like battle at the bottom, this scuffle around. So the one that bets on a team from that clump not making it in, barring major changes from spring, I think is much more likely. If we're playing the odds, it's gotta be that.
And actually, Optic didn't make changes to their main roster. CLG did, bringing in Ruin. So, you know, they at least made some changes. Let's go to the next slide though. Number 4.
What do we got?
Better Piglet. AD carry Piglet or Midlet? I technically will say AD carry Piglet, but I mean Piglet on Aurelia in the bottom lane. That's my answer.
You're walking the line a
and
little bit
Aurelia
here.
does AD, so.
You're saying midlet champions in a Diglet lane.
Yes.
Are you even allowed to do that answer?
I've been doing this for that a while, so that I think I understand.
So you're saying you're allowed to cheat because you've been seniority. All right, Kobe's cheating. But I think I'm gonna go with this one too, because I am assuming this to mean bot lane Piglet, which is the one I believe in the most as well.
There you go.
So he can dig his little hole down there to the bot lane and have some success.
All right, next slide. Who will win? FlyQuest versus Golden Guardians, the throwdown of the 2 just below the top 3 tier that you were mentioning before. These teams also made changes. Golden Guardians changes were all to their academy roster, but they were pretty interesting. You know, Huhi over to support. They are the ones that picked up Darshan, and then bringing FBI, who did really well at MSI play-ins, whereas FlyQuest got Wadid.
Yeah, FlyQuest getting Wadid, and remember, a lot of people look at Wadid's recent split if you're looking at what he's done recently.
On Rogue?
Yeah, he was on Rogue in LEC, which did not have the most success, but before that, he was on the G2 roster at Worlds that made it to semifinals, did manage to take down RNG. The dude has had some good games. Not to mention, these 2 teams had a really close battle last split. I mean, they were 1-1 against each other in regular split, had to play a tiebreaker. That was awesome to see. I'm gonna give a little bit of an edge over to FlyQuest, because FlyQuest posted a thing and reminded me of one of the stats earlier this year. about spring in that the top 3 teams when it came to the all-pro LCS teams, 14 to 15 players were on those top 3. The only one that wasn't was Santorin. I think he's been popping off in spring and recently. Turtle, I want to see how he synergizes well with Ladid. I think that could be a big, like, boom, boom, like 1-2 punch kind of a lane. So I'm gonna give it to FlyQuest.
All right, I'm gonna go with Times a Changin', Froggen and Hanser. Pretty strong solo link there for Golden Guardians. Let's go next slide. More outrageous claim that Echo Fox are gonna win the summer split. That is outrageous.
Yes.
That TSM will miss playoffs. I think that is also outrageous.
Yes. So.
Woo.
Okay.
That is more outrageous. Because for that to happen, I feel like they would also have to kick TSM down to like almost missing playoffs or something because Team Liquid and Cloud9 and TSM were all so good. Echo Fox would have to beat out all of them. I don't know. I guess I'll go with that one.
Yeah, Echo Fox would have to beat them. But you're saying for TSM to miss playoffs, that would mean like there's a lot of...
So that would mean there would have to be TL, C9, Echo Fox, I guess, FlyQuest, Golden Guardians, all above them, and then one more?
Yeah, one team from that club that was having such a struggle. I'd say,
maybe this is more outrageous.
TSM will always like stay atop the. Echo Fox, I'm gonna throw you a bone here. Maybe this is a split they unlock, they figure out the secret, all the previous plans have come together. Maybe this is possible. But this one seems highly unlikely, especially after how much TSM improved.
After thinking through it, I'm switching my vote.
Okay.
I'm gonna go that one's more likely.
I stand strong to begin with. We're going with that.
Next slide. More likely to win summer is it Cloud9 or TSM? So we're taking Team Liquid out of the equation.
Okay.
Both of these 2 teams did get reverse swept in playoffs. Cloud9 was, in fact, reverse swept by TSM, though.
Sir.
This is a very, very spicy one.
Now, see, I'm gonna go ahead and once again leave all the factual analysis and number crunching and cool analytical stuff to you, while I am going to play a fun game I like to call Count the Banners. And if we count the banners, you can see TSM, 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 TSM. That means my vote is going to that.
Ooh. So much has changed, though, Mr. Flowers.
History, Mr.
Because the more recent banners are all horses.
But there's no horses in this slide. You're bringing up irrelevant information.
All right, because you're going TSM, I'm going to take Cloud9 then. I still think that they have the best top laner. Even though Broken Blade improved a lot, and especially in finals was a beast, I still think Licorice, best top laner, and Cloud9 might be able to do it.
Either way, it'll be super fun to watch this match.
Next slide.
All right.
How should Rick Fox climb from Iron 4? He's already doing it. I saw on Twitter, he got some advice from Doublelift and his son, and he started climbing out already. 12-step stop feeding program or pick a new champion. I actually don't think you should pick a new champion. I think you should definitely stay with,
you stick with you follow your heart, Kobe. As someone who only plays one champion, I can tell you the virtues of playing one champion. You learn a lot about that champion.
I know what we're both choosing then.
Yeah, the 12-step stop feeding program. It will be awesome. First step is to die less. Second step is to stay alive more. I've given you a sneak peek already, but you'll have to order the book to find out the rest.
I see some connections between step 1 and step 2. I believe that is the last slide.
Yeah.
Check for another slide. No slide.
All right, we're done.
We always got to check, though. Tune in this weekend on Saturday. 1:30 countdown starts, and we'll get the LCS back on track.
Taking it off in style. See you there.